Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Kelly's Bead Boutique. So today, instead of a tutorial, it's going to be a bit of a life update. So you may look at me and go, oh my goodness, Kelly looks really tired. Well, that's because I am past exhausted. There's been a lot going on in my life in the last little bit, and I've done my very best to try to get out some videos, but I came downstairs today to try to put something together for my video on Monday, which is what you're going to be watching right now. And my creative juices are gone, and I just thought, you know what, instead I'm just going to tell you guys what's going on. Wait, okay, so here's what's been going on. So my husband and I are very fortunate in that we were able to buy a very beautiful home 18 years ago. We have put our life's worth in this home. We've put every ounce of energy, time, love, and our money into this home. We've made it our own. It was brand new, but you know, brand new homes are kind of lifeless and boring. So my other artistic thing is that I love to decorate. So I have decorated and redecorated this home, and you know, it's kind of the way I want it right now. But you know, neighborhoods start to change over the years, and with the you know, population growing and homes getting a little more crowded, because in Vancouver area, like I live about an hour east of Vancouver, and in this area the homes are ridiculously expensive. I mean, I don't even know how people afford them in Vancouver, but out here they are beyond what anybody should ever have to come up with to pay for a home. So what people are doing out here and in most of the Vancouver area now is they either have a basement suite or they buy a home with their parents, you know, sort of a shared sort of thing. And that does help with expenses. But what it does is it increases the volume of people. And we've noticed that it's just so busy here. It's very noisy. There's never any peace and quiet. There's no room to move. We've lost the parking on our street, you know, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. I don't hate living here, but we're just finding it very challenging. And so for years, we've had a dream. We've always thought, gosh, wouldn't it be nice to own a little bit of land? But with the prices being what they are, we just thought there's no way unless some miraculous sort of thing like a lottery win happens. So that was sort of a pipe dream, but you know, we just kind of never really thought about it. So in the last year or two, we've really wanted to make a change. We thought about downsizing because we have a very large home. I mean, I have 3 living rooms. It's ridiculous. But so tons of furniture and bedrooms and bathrooms. So we don't need that. There's 2 of us here. So we thought, okay, maybe we'll go down to a townhouse, which is something a bit more affordable here. I don't know if they have those all over the world, but you know, that's just sort of a smaller home. But again, we would have the, you know, sort of density of people and the noise, and you know, we weren't really into that yet. We even thought about moving into a, you know, apartment/condo and just traveling around the world and doing something different with our money. But we have a beautiful dog and we just can't, you know, leave her alone for a long time. So we just kept having this dream in the back of our head, and, you know, we really just weren't doing anything about it. And let's see, I guess it's about 2 Fridays ago. I was up very early, and we have a new set of neighbors, and we have not met them, and I'm sure they're lovely people. But they have a very noisy pile of children, and they throw them out on the front lawn completely naked, which is bizarre. And they let them play in a very busy street unsupervised, and I get terrible anxiety from it. And they were screaming and running around, which is what children should be doing. However, I do feel that there should be some sort of supervision. So anyways, I was in a very heightened state of anxiety as I mother henned them and looked out the window to make sure that they weren't going to be plucked off by anybody. I don't know. It's just, I guess it's a new way of parenting that I find very hard to deal with. But regardless, I received a text from my husband at that very moment. And he said, hey, check out this listing. So I hopped onto the realty page. My eyes grew very wide, and I texted him back and I said, oh my God, we're moving. So I called the realtor that we've used a few times before and said, hey, can you get us in to look at this property? And she said, sure. So we went and looked at it on the Sunday, and that was about, you know, 2.5 weeks ago. And we were there about 2 to 3 hours, and which is a long time to look at a house, but it was the house that we knew that was meant for us. So my husband needed to check out every little detail of it. So we put an offer in on the Monday. So looked at it on Sunday, put an offer in on Monday, and wouldn't you know, we got the house. I couldn't believe it, because in Vancouver area right now, it's actually probably worldwide, I keep hearing about it everywhere, the markets are insane. There's people lined up to buy homes. There's always multiple offers. You end up having to go way over your comfort zone, yada, yada. There was nobody else. Nobody else put an offer in. So we actually got it less than asking, which is a miracle, because that never happens. So what we ended up buying was 2.5 acres of property, and it's about 15 minutes east of here, which is really getting into the country area. And it's just the most beautiful, quiet, serene area. And we have so much property. We have a stream running behind the house, and we have lots of land to do whatever we want with, and one neighbor. So it was kind of a no-brainer for us. Now, the house is nothing to scream about. It's an older home that's been renovated a few times over the years, and it really is not something that I actually even like at all. The rooms are very, very tiny. Very small bedrooms, very small bathrooms, a really ugly kitchen, and it's not the home of my dreams, let's just say. But I know that between my husband's ability to build things and renovate things, and between my design abilities and some of my friends who have really great design ideas, I figured that we could make this into our, final dream home. So we bought that home, but we still own the home that we're in. And I'm so glad that we did it that way, because what happened when we put this house on the market was complete and utter insanity. So because we have a big home, and we do have a suite, because we've both had our mums live down here. My mother-in-law lived down here for many years, and my own mother lived down here. So we have a beautiful big home that has an extra living space, which is where I'm filming right now. It's a full suite. It's 1,000 square feet with 2 bedrooms and its own separate entrance. So it's a very highly desirable area. It's in between schools, on a bus route, blah, blah. So I thought that we would probably be fairly busy. Well, that was an understatement. We had over 50 showings in, I think, 4 days. So I have not really been able to do anything other than lay in my bed for a while. There was no sleeping going on because our brains have been working overtime. So, cleaning the house every 2 seconds because we have a dog that sheds, having people traipsing in and out, and children laying on our beds without their parents watching them. Goodness gracious. Anyway, I know I sound crazy, but I'm very particular. I like things a certain way. And so we had people in and out of the house, tons and tons of viewing. The realtor was calling us all the time saying, hey, can somebody come in at 2:30? And then can somebody come in at 4? And the 2:30 canceled. Can they come in at 5? I was losing track of all the people coming in and out. And I knew there was going to be an end to it, but it was very, very stressful. We've eaten McDonald's a million times and fried chicken at a local fried chicken place so many times that I said, we can't go back for a while. So it was very, very challenging. So we had 2 open houses over the weekend, and so we couldn't even be in the house all weekend. So it's been a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. So Monday, just this past Monday, what day is it today? Today is Wednesday. So on Monday, we met our realtor at her office, and she presented 12 offers to us. So we had to go through each and every offer and look at each one with all the details and everything. And we finally chose the people that we want to live in our home. And that's the way that we actually looked at it, because it gives us, it's a little, it's hard to give up something that we put so much love and energy into. And they wrote us the most lovely letter that said how lovely our home was and that they wanted to keep it as beautiful, and they would do everything that they could to make sure that they carried on what we had created here. And, that's sort of a thing that people are doing now, is writing letters. But out of the 12 offers, we only got the one with a letter. And it really touched my heart. My husband, of course, was more pragmatic, and he's like, well, where's the money? But it ticked off all the boxes. And so we sold our home on Monday. So on the Friday, we bought we wanted to go look at it. Monday, we bought it. The next 2 Mondays later, we sold our home. So in a very short period of time, we did all that. Now, in and amongst all that, we have had a lot of stuff going on at the store. One of my longtime employees unfortunately lost her husband, which was just gut-wrenching for all of us. We were all so sad for Julie. She's learning how to navigate life now without her beloved husband. So we've had that. I've had sick staff members, people in and out, and nobody to cover the store. one of my other longtime employees lost her father yesterday, and which has been, it's hard to even say without crying. It's hard. There's been a lot of loss and a lot of really tough things going on lately. And then something else that's just, it's beautiful, but it's another layer of all the crazy. Sorry, I have to wipe a tear because I'm very emotional these days. But my sweet son is getting married this weekend. So there's all the things that are involved with the wedding. His ring arrived yesterday. It's too large and it's tungsten. They can't repair it and make it smaller. So he's calling me at 9:30 at night going, Mom, what do I do? So I'm giving him videos of how to wrap dental floss around it to make it smaller. And Lord, I haven't been able to find a dress because of COVID. There's no clothing available here right now. And being a plus size gal, it's really hard to find clothing. So I have to wear a dress that I've had for a couple of years that I don't like, but I'm just saying it's not about me. The wedding is not about me. It's about my son and his beautiful fiance and their lovely daughter. So we're going away to the mountains. It's sort of out in a lake in a mountain area this weekend, and which will be last weekend when you're watching this. And we're going to have a beautiful night. It's a very small wedding due to some of the restrictions, and they just decided to keep it on the smaller side, and they're making it really beautiful and elegant. And I cannot wait to have a really fun time with my family and just kind of chill and relax. And we're going to a hotel for a few nights. It'll kind of be a little mini getaway. So I really, really need that. I am so tired this morning that I can hardly even talk. Like, I'm doing my very best not to sound like a complete idiot, but I'm very, very tired. Goodness. So that's what's been going on with me. So, things are good. There's just a lot going on. So I'm going to still try and crank out as many videos as I can for you. But I thought, you know what? Why don't I just give you a life update today instead of an actual tutorial? Oh, and one other thing. So I actually talked my husband into this, and he is totally on board. So I love doing this YouTube thing. I think it's really fun. And so I said to my husband, hey, why don't we do a YouTube channel all about packing up the house, moving it to the new place, renovating the home, putting in a garden, because I want to have an actual garden and a wildflower garden. And I got a couple cool ideas for the property. There's so much property, I don't know what to do with it all. So I think we're going to do a second channel. I don't know when that's going to happen, but when it does, we'll let you know. My husband can be a nincompoop, but he's promised he'll be on his best behavior. So what do you think we should call it? We've been trying to come up with some names. If you're really creative and you come up with, a fun name, like, of course, we're always self-deprecating. My husband's on the bigger side too. So we were like, the old fatties bought the farm. I know that sounds terrible, but we were trying to come up with something, kind of cute, but of course it's not going to be that. That was just my first ridiculous thought. His name is Rob, so we're like, Kellie and Rob bought the farm. I don't know. We're not too sure. So if you're creative, put it down in the comments below and name my new channel for me, because it's something that we're going to, maybe think about in the next month or two and maybe start filming. I don't know what it'll be, but we just thought, what a fun thing to do, just to show people the things that you can do, because my husband's very, very creative and very talented, and he's as much of a perfectionist as I am. So I think we'll be really great at creating new things. So there you go. That's what's going on in my life. So I want to thank you all so much for watching today. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give me a like. Leave me a comment, because I do love to hear from you. And make sure to help me out with the name of my new channel. I have no idea what to call it, and maybe you guys will come up with something good. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do so, as it really does help it out. I want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you that come back every week to watch and see what I'm doing. I love all of you. You all mean the world to me, and I want to take you on this ride with me, and I appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.